So you've got Cursor installed and you're finally ready to build that cool app you've been thinking about for a long time. But where do you start? Well, I've been using Cursor in my software engineering job for a whole year now, and I'm going to show you how you can finally bring that cool app idea to life. So let's jump into it. The first thing we're going to do in Cursor is open up a new project folder. So I've got this one ready right here. Now the feature that we're going to be using here to start this project is called Composer, and it's really cool. Basically what it does is it's able to create files for you and edit multiple files at the same time. So the app that we're going to build today is going to be essentially a calendar, and when you click on a specific day of that calendar, we're going to be able to add a to-do list. Then with a single button, we're going to send that to-do list to OpenAI and generate an AI summary of what we have to do for that whole day. So let's do it. I'm going to bring up Composer by pressing Command I. If you're on Windows, just press Control I, and I'm going to give it a prompt. What this prompt says is build me an app that shows a calendar using HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. When I select a specific day, I want to be able to add a to-do list. Please add CSS to make it pretty. I want there to be a button that when clicked will take my to-do list for that day and send it to OpenAI to summarize it using the GPT-4o mini model. The summary needs to be displayed to me in the UI once it is generated. Please keep the OpenAI API key in a .env file for security. Now we're actually going to use one other cool feature of Cursor to do this, and we're going to link the OpenAI docs. We're going to add the OpenAI official docs. Those should be standard. If you want to add your own docs, you can just type in add docs and then add new doc and then paste the link to the docs that you wanted to read. And it's actually going to go through all the pages of that documentation and index it so that when you chat with it, it's got context of all of that. Really cool feature. So let's use this prompt. So when I press enter, it should start generating the files and the project structure and everything we need to build this. So there it goes. It's creating the index.html file for us. There it's created it. It's generating the styles, and we're just going to let it do its thing here. Okay, so it's given us some instructions here. I see it's actually not created the full folder structure correctly, but it's okay. This is a beta feature, so we're going to have to take it for what it is right now. So let's do this. Let's open up a console and follow the steps that it's given us here. So npm init-y. Let's run that. Great. Bring up Composer again. The next thing it wants us to do is to install express.env and OpenAI packages using npm. So let's do that. So that's installing. Great, that's done. Then we're going to bring up Composer again. Let's see what else it wants us to do. Create a new file called server.js. It's actually created that for us right here. Like I said, this is a beta feature, so you're just going to have to work with it as it is for now. But I'm sure this will get a lot better in the future. So then it's saying create a .env file. So we're going to create a new file, .env, and it's saying add the API key in here. All right, so I'm going to take my test API key that I've generated on the OpenAI website. I'm going to plug it in here. All right, then update your project structure, move these three files into a new public folder. I'm going to create a public folder and move index.html, styles.css, and script.js into public. Move those. Great. Update the package.json file to include a start script. All right. That's going to be right here. And I'm assuming we're just going to add it like this. Oh, it's already got one here for us. Right. Okay. Fair enough. Then it wants us to use npm start. So let's give that a try. npm start. Well, it didn't really do anything. So let's just copy this, go back to Composer and say starting the app did nothing. All right, so let's see what it says. Server.js file is empty or not properly set up. Okay, so it made some changes there. You can click on the file. Okay, there we go. It's added some stuff here. Good. Let's go back to the Composer window. Okay, so it's updated some things and now it's telling us to use npm start again. Let's accept that. Close this and let's run npm start. Okay, server's running on port 3000. So here is our app. Well, it doesn't look like much yet, but let's test this. So let's say I want to create a new video, add task, and it's not doing anything. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Let me just take myself out of it. There we go. Copy that. Let's minimize that. Let's go back to Well, first let's stop the server and go back to Composer. And I'm going to say, it looks like I'm not able to add tasks. I'll add the screenshot, and then I'll just say here, as a reminder, this was the original request. Let's give it that, and let's see what it does. Okay, so it's made some changes for us. Script.js, all right. Okay, so I'm just going to accept all of these. And let's start the server again and see what it looks like. Let's refresh this. Okay, this is looking a bit better. Create a new video, add task. Okay, good. Feed my cat. And let's say test new API. Okay, now let's summarize the tasks. Okay, interesting. So this is looking pretty good. Let's see if okay, so there's no functionality to actually delete these, which we can add shortly. Now let's say create a new website that sends requests to get weather information and shows it to the user. I just want to see how it summarizes a longer request. So let's summarize tasks. Develop a website for weather information display. Okay, not too bad. All right, so let's see how we can improve this. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Let's go back to Cursor. Let's pull up Composer and say, this looks great. Let's paste a screenshot. Can you please add a button to allow me to remove tasks? Also, can we have the summary not display everything on one line? Remember, we need to be using the GPT 4.0 mini model. The reason I say that is I saw earlier it was using the GPT-4 preview model. So let's see what it does now. Okay, so let's see. So I don't know if it wants me to update this. Let's see. I copy this, accept all. I think it was here in server. Yeah. So it didn't seem to listen to my instructions there, but that's okay. So let's just restart the server. Refresh this. Feed my cat. Eat some food. Create new video. Summarize. There we go. Feed the cat, eat food, create new video. Great. And as you can see, it's actually like if I go to a different day, it's giving me different tasks. So this is pretty cool. I mean, I'm quite happy with this for now. There's obviously a lot that we can improve, but hey, I mean, we got this up and running pretty quickly. And I mean, in all fairness, if you don't know the specific programming language and all the components that are needed to build this lets you get a project off the ground pretty quickly. And then you can obviously go into the individual files and ask it questions and learn and actually improve on this thing. So let me know down below what you guys think about this. And yeah, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.